Hello and welcome back to Tier 11 to the Top, and today we are doing the annual tradition. It's the FA Cup first round. Let's go do this. Hello and welcome back to Anderzbaz FM, and today we are doing something that we have done a couple of times before. It's the FA Cup first round. And boy, is it going to be a big game. We are hosting Stevenage, and we are looking to upset once again. Hopefully we can do something we haven't done the last couple of seasons, which is get out of the first round. I'd love to make it to the third round and get a Premier League side. But before we get into that, if today is your first visit to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes. If you enjoy the content today, there's a like button down there as well, which will really go in our favour with the YouTube algorithm. If you have any questions or thoughts, use the comments down below as well, and I will be happy to respond. So let's get into today's episode. And before we go anywhere, let's have a look at the finance situation. So there was a bit of big news last month. We had a takeover. Now, it wasn't a big money takeover. It was essentially clear the debt and get a new guy in to lead the board. But what that has done is taken us from a position where we were well into the negative six figures to now almost at 40k. And that's been helped by the FA Cup run, don't forget that. But when we have seen investment, if we have a look at the investment from last month, if you see down here, 140,000 has been invested by the new board. That does mean that we have a little bit of debt they've taken on. So they've given us a bank loan of 45,000 as well, which will hamper us going forward. But we're paying that off over the next 5 years at just under £1,000 a month. But ignore that little bit of debt. We are in the money. We've managed to do a little bit of chopping and changing with the budgets as well to get another little bit on the wage budget, which has allowed us to sign another player, which we'll cover in a second. But off-field news has been good. We are back in black, and the FA Cup run is definitely helping that. If we go one step further or two steps further and get into the third round, which is our goal, we will be rolling in the money. But let's have a look now at that new player we've signed. So if we go to our squad, you'll notice somewhere down here he's yet to start. He's literally just come in through the door. It's Jack Munns, who I believe started the game out in Dover. He's been around everywhere. He's highest level he's actually played at is League 2. So he had a season with Cheltenham a few years ago, and then Notts County not long into this save. But since then he's been in the National League with Chester, where he left at the end of last season, and he's now found his way down to Tier 7 to hopefully drag us up the league a little bit. So, looking at him, he's on obviously a left-sided midfielder, one area that we've been struggling really to fill. He's got some good first touch, good crossing, passing technique. His technical side of the skills are high. He's got some good attacking ability as well. Mental game's not too bad. Physical is a little bit to be desired. He hasn't got that much pace. He's only got 10 pace, 10 acceleration, which when you compare him to some of our other options on the left-hand side, so for example, Dylan McAvoy, he outperforms him everywhere apart from pace and defending in the air. But he's not a defender. McAvoy can play at left-back as well. So he's still got to use to us, obviously. But he is, I think, far and away a better option going forward. A little bit more pace would have been preferable, but you can't look a gift horse in the mouth. He's come in on a free mid-season. Wages aren't too bad. They're 375 a week, which is pretty high compared to, if you look at the rest of the squad, that matches our highest earners in Tancock and Reed. But it's not broken the bank. We've shifted a bit of money from our scouting budget, which we hadn't been using, into our transfer budget and then into the wage budget as well, to allow us a little bit of extra breathing room. And he comes in, I mean, not that we're ever going to get any money for any transfers, but he comes in valued at just under 20k. So he is clearly a player of some good ability, and hopefully will make a bit of a difference now in our midfield. But before we have a look at how that midfield now shapes up, let's have a look in the schedule to see what's been going on since the last episode. Now, I know last time out, when we had that game against Curzon Ashton, I said we were back for Whitby, and we were back for Whitby, but the recording had a little bit of another technical issue, meant we couldn't use it. So we've had to jump forward, and by the time I'd realised it wasn't usable, we'd already gone through another couple of games. But so let's have a quick look at what's been going on. As you can see, I won't go through every game, but you can see lots of victories. So victories there. We continued going forward in the cup. Tankok went in a bit of a scoring frenzy, got 2 back-to-back hat-tricks, and I think that's 5 or 6, maybe 7 games in a row where he's scoring goals. He's gone a little bit quieter since then, but he's still on a good bit of form. That Whitby game there, when they were second in the league, we beat them 4-2 away from home, and he left it really, really late. So Cox got the goal to put us ahead with 20 minutes to go, and then it was a 90th minute 4th goal for Tankok, which just about separated the two sides. Whitby were on the offensive in that game. We followed that up with another clash with league rivals Curs and Ashton, and after beating them 3-0 in the league, nice and comfortable, we went to their ground in the cup, in the FA Cup third qualifying round, that is, and left it incredibly late. It was a 94th minute goal for Tankok. After they'd put themselves 3-2 ahead in the 84th minute, we just snuck through to get to a second leg, in which the second leg was a tight 0-0 game. I was that locked in that I didn't even make any substitutions, which could have been detrimental, but we got to penalties and just about scraped through. Then the league form continued. We slipped up a little bit. See these draws are starting to creep in now. So there's a draw against Scarborough, a draw here against FC United, but not many goals being conceded. We continued winning or drawing in the league. Another slip up there against Ilkeston, but Nantwich was a good victory. They had a man sent off after we scored. And you can see there in the FA Trophy, we were knocked out in the first qualifying round against Cirencester. Not the best of performances, but we can't win in every cup competition. The FA Cup has always been our main focus, and it remains so today. And today we are hosting Stevenage, who, if we have a look at them, are doing pretty well for themselves in the Vanarama National. So they're currently sitting 6th. See there, our old foes Woking are still in the National League as well. So they are well in the promotion hunt. I mean, Chesterfield are looking pretty clear at the top, but Stevenage are definitely looking for a playoff place. So if we can get an upset against them today, it will be something to write home about. Obviously, last season we faced League 2 side Wrexham, who are still in League 2 and still doing pretty well. They obviously beat us last year. The season before that, we lost to Woking. But now is our time. We are now a Tier 7 side, so facing a Tier 5 side is not too much of a stretch. If we go back to our schedule, you'll notice in the last qualifying round, where are we? Here against Eastbourne Borough, who are in the tier above us. They're in the National League South, so we beat them. So Stevenage are only one extra level up from that. And obviously we're at home. We've got things in our advantage a little bit more. We're expecting 1,000 attendance sellout here today, which will be our biggest ever attendance in an official match. But really what I'm hoping for is a big second round against the league side, and maybe a third round against the Premier League side would be absolutely fantastic and really help our financial situation. So we have a look at the side. This is our new look 11, and I say new look because we have one new player, but as you'd expect, it's Collins in goal, back four of Sarah, Jordan, Walmsley and Roberts Hutton. New guy Munns in at left side of midfield with Reed Doyle, who is replacing the injured Moore, and Sanyang with Tankok and Feeney up front. If we have a look at Moore, he is currently out with a hamstring strain. Expected to be out for another 4 weeks, possibly. He's already missed a couple, so it's sort of I think it was like a 3 to 6 week original diagnosis. But that is the 11, and hopefully, sorry, my face was down there looking at the injury for Moore, but you'll have to take my word for it. Anyway, hopefully this will be the 11 that will take us through to the next round of the FA Cup and get us to a stage we have never been at before. And hosefully we can start counting some pennies and making a bit of a difference to our financial situation. Right, let's get into the game and let's see how Mansfield Hosiery Mills do hosting National League Stevenage. Hang tight. Okay then, so here we are at the Fieldings. It's the FA Cup first round, and obviously we're starting out cautious like we have done all season. It's worked for us in that we've been able to soak some pressure up, use our good, strong defence and then build on the attack when we get the opportunity on midfield is obviously one of our strongest points. And Tancock up front has broken through and he's scored. And I'm talking about our midfield and our defence. And Carl Tancock, within 6 minutes, has caught Stevenage napping. And we are 1-0 up. You look, Walmsley's ball forward, nodded down by Doyle. Feeney back to Doyle, a lovely pass through to Tancock, and he slots it home with his left foot. And the keeper could do nothing about it. That's his 24th of the season. And just like that, we're leading in the first round of the FA Cup. This is as far as we've ever been. I know we've made the first round before, but we've never gone ahead. Look at this. 6 minutes gone. Now 10 minutes later, and I'm still talking about it, but I am thrilled. Look at this. This is not in the script. We are upsetting things already. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm going to shout demand more. Because, why not? 24 minutes gone. Stevenage have the highlight, but we have won it with Roberts Hutton. Sanyang is dispossessed, and the ball is knocked forward, headed down, and they've broken through. Asante straight at Collins. A lovely save. Never in doubt. Now, I'm sure that this is a sellout. I'm sure we've got 1,000 in attendance, but I am just waiting for confirmation at half-time. We're half an hour gone, and so far 6 shots to ourselves, 4 for Stevenage. We've had more on target, it's the same clear-cut chances, more possession. This is not completely against the run of play. That's what I'm trying to get to here. Jordan's been booked. We'll tell him to calm down. The whole side is pretty calm as it is. We've got another highlight with 5 minutes left in the half. Feeney inside to Doyle. He's in space. He's found Sanyang. No, he hasn't found Sanyang. I've spoken too soon, but the header is won by Walmsley. And we still have the ball. Roberts Hutton has ran around the midfielder there. Doyle has got it. Doyle is breaking down the right-hand side. He's put the ball into the box. And it's gone over everyone. Munns has got it. Tancock! And he's 2-0! Tancock's got his second of the goal. New boy Munns has made the difference as well. He slotted it back inside from the back post. And it's 2-0. It's not even half-time. Tancock is our saviour. Tancock is our god. Look at this. Doyle knocked the ball to the back post. Goes over everyone. Munns calmly slots it inside. Tancock's got all the time in the world. And he buries it. It's 2-0. The Stevenage defence is disenchanted. It's half-time. 2-0. Munns has got himself booked. Who cares? The 1,000 in attendance at the Fieldings. An absolute record. I think it's like 400 more than we've ever had. And it's 2-0. Come on! And we're straight into the second half. No changes, no nothing. We've not touched a single thing. Before we get too long into this half, provided we don't concede a goal, Feeney has it, out to Sanyang. What I was going to say was I was going to praise, that's my shout, but that was a poor ball. It was a challenge in the end, but it looked terrible, whatever it was. And Stevenage are on the break. This is going poorly. And it's found the bottom corner. Collins couldn't get there. It's 2-1. I'm not going to praise anymore. I'm going to demand more because I don't know what else to say. This is bad. This is a bad start to the second half. They've come out on the offensive. I mean, do we need to move from cautious? Do we need to move to balanced? I think that's what we might do. We'll move to balanced. Oh, dear. Demand more has been shouted. A couple of players have been pressured by it. Tancock is confident. That's what we like to see. Munns needs to calm down. He's had a yellow card. And it's 2-1. We're on balanced. I'm stressing, and we're nearly at the time for substitutions. At some point, I'm going to have to start time wasting, and I think that might be after these substitutions. Munns has got injured. I should have brought him off already. It's his first game. He's been with the club 2 minutes, and he's picked up an injury. What is it? Potential foot injury. Brilliant. Right, let's bring him off. So along with Munns, we've brought Walmsley and Feeney off. We've brought Story, Cox and O'Sullivan on. It's now 15 minutes to go. Now is the time to go defensive and start wasting the time all of the time. We don't need to be playing... Oh, we don't need to overlap either. Play short, low tempo, short passing. My fingers are crossed. Be more disciplined. That's what we're going to do. Be more disciplined. Waste time. Short passing. Low tempo. Defensive. Stevenage have a highlight. Oh no. And they're going to put the ball into the box and score. It's inevitable. We've shut up shop too early. Ball is found. But no, Sanyang got there. There was lots of space on that far side. But Sanyang has provided the interception. But it's not over. The fear is still here. And they're breaking. Brooks again. That's the goal scorer. But Collins has got an amazing save. He's got in the way of the shot and pushed it wide. 13 minutes to go. Corner is going to come in. We need to get rid. Get rid. Collins has got there. Safe hands now. Fall over. Waste some time. 10 minutes to go. I am nervous. Sarah with the throw in into Jordan, who's been dispossessed, but he's got hold of it still. He's dithering around on the ball. What is he doing? Ball's knocked forward. Has he found Tancock? No, but Sullivan, Tancock, this could be the clincher, and he's skied it. No, it's a save. It's a save. Okay, he's not skied it. It was saved. Okay. 8 minutes to go. Take your time on this corner, Arthur Reed. We don't need the ball into the box for another good 90 seconds. I'm not even joking. Waste as much time as possible. Keep standing there. Get yourself booked if you need to. Hang on. Right, ball is in the box. It's saved by Ruddy. Let's hope that there's not a break. Okay, let's take a few more minutes forward. Let's get to the 90 at least. Come on. 87, 88. Another corner. Reed is over it. Ball into the box. Saved once again. Cleared. And they're on the break. And they have got men over. And he is into the box. And it's saved. Collins has saved the day again. Clear it. Put it out of the stadium. Do whatever you need to. 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes. What is going on? It's gone. All of the time is gone. We've won. Hosiery Mills have won. It's the second round of the FA Cup. Get in. We are going to Wembley. We are going to Wembley. No. Oh, we're not. That's just the second round. Oh. Fine. Anyway, let's look at the financial situation after that game. Look at that. We are in the money. Huge. Look at that. Right. 1,000 in attendance. The greatest ever. We've been given 40 grand for winning in the first round. My mind is blown. Right. We've won in the first round of the FA Cup. We've beat Stevenage. I mean, Munns is injured and out for a couple of days. It's only a bruised ankle. Okay, that's fine. We could do with him not getting injured after one game. Made his debut, though, so brilliant. And Tancock was the difference maker. 2 goals, 8.8 average rating. Or 8.8 rating. It's not an average in one game. And the Ashton United games have moved because they have got a replay. Right, we're going to skip forward today. Get to the second round draw, and we'll find out who we're playing in the second round, and then we'll discuss when we're coming back. So bear with me. Okay, so look, there is confirmation of the record attendance. It's 400 higher than what it was 2 years ago for a qualifying round against whatever. New record attendance, a sellout, and the gate receipts of £24,000. Double our previous best. Let's get to the draw. I think we're just going to skip straight through. Draw all teams. This is Barnet. Barnet away from home. Barnet of League 2. First in Sky Bet League 2. That's going to be difficult. That is going to be difficult. Okay, right. Has that come through onto schedule yet? Yes, it has. So, I mean, it would make sense to come back for the next FA Cup game, wouldn't it? So I think that's what we'll do. We'll come back for the FA Cup game. We'll see how we fare in that one, and then who knows? We'll start focusing back on the league. I think the next league game that I'd like to look at is this game just before Christmas against local rivals Alfreton. They're 10th. We're first. They're probably still in the hunt for the promotion playoffs, so I think that would be a good game to focus on. They're currently only the gap between 3rd and 10th is 2 points, so they're in the hunt. But yeah, I think that should be the next league game, and obviously we'll come back for the FA Cup second round. We'll get absolutely trounced by Barnet, and then we'll start focusing on the league again. But we've cashed in. We've made copious amounts of money this month, and it's still I can't get my head around this. We've won in the FA Cup first round. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in. Yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to come back in a couple of weeks for the second round of the FA Cup, and then after that we'll go to the Alfreton game in the league. FA Cup second round. Wow, right, that's been brilliant. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what you think our chances are against top of League 2 Barnet in the next round of the FA Cup. And if we win that, we get a Premier League side. Fingers crossed. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you so much. I've been Anderzbaz. Don't know why I'm winking. Goodbye.